for.
Okay, so what's your religion?
I'm Muslim.
Okay. How old was Aisha when she married Muhammad?
You said what?
How old was Aisha when she married Muhammad?
Uh, Not 100% sure.
Okay, what did the church fathers say?
I don't know everything about my religion. I'm just saying. I just know that it doesn't support it.
Okay. Well, one of the common held beliefs is going to be she was about 6 years old. It's also going to be like typically true that like under your religion, Muhammad is going to be a sinless man. So in other words, it's not wrong for this 50-year-old man Muhammad to marry a 6-year-old Aisha. Colton, thank you for the
I mean,
6.66 six on
I'm
Venmo.
not.
And I guess I just think it's hypocritical for you to say that it's like morally wrong for two women to hold hands sexually. But even if they're two consenting adults, but it's not morally wrong for a 50-year-old to marry a 6-year-old.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that that is correct. When it comes to just
It's in
about every
hadiths.
religion, there's things that are wrong in every religion, every book, every story. There's things that are wrong. I'm just saying that it's hard for me to because I was brought up in it, I was raised in it, it was taught. So it's a little hard for me to just kind of change that and just start to believe
Well, I'm
something
asking you
else.
for like good reason for what you believe in. So my claim was that that was hypocritical. I think it's incredibly hypocritical for anyone to say that like two adult women holding hands sexually and consentfully is wrong, but then a 50-year-old man marrying a 6-year-old girl isn't wrong. VT, I appreciate you for the subscription. Then if you're particularly going to say, well, it was wrong for a 50-year-old man to marry the 6-year-old girl, well, then in that case, you'd be rejecting your own religion because Prophet Muhammad is, described as a man free of major sins.
Okay.
Okay, then in the rejection of your own religion, well, this would just show us that the Quran doesn't have any legitimate claim to, dictating morality because you reject that, it's even true in the first place.
Okay, wait. First, I just like to recall something if I may have said something that confused you. I never said that he was sinful. I didn't say he was a
Okay, so
sin.
you don't think it was a sin for him to marry and sleep with a 6-year-old girl? VT,
Um,
thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Let's get a WVT in that chat, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not sure if that it was a sin, but would I do it? No, I wouldn't do it, but I'm not going to say it's sinful.
See, that's what's hypocritical. You're like, it's not a sin. It's not wrong to marry 6-year-old girls as a 50-year-old. But it is totally a sin, and it is
Um,
totally wrong for two consenting adult women to hold hands sexually.
okay, so
That's
like,
just so
okay,
crazy to
well,
me, bro.
okay, so
That's like so crazy to me. We can't even have conversation from like that point. Like, there's just no like going from there. Like, that's
Hey,
insane.
bro.
What's
Hey,
up, Jacob?
dude.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong, Jacob?
Yeah.
Okay, why so?
Uh, I just feel like they belong on a different planet.
Okay, yeah, why?
Bro, just get them out of here.
Yeah, Jacob, I'm asking you, like, why do you think we should get all the lesbians out of here?
Like, bro, it's just like I don't know, like, bro, it's just wrong. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
for what reason? Do you see how I continue to ask you why?
all right,
Do
bro,
you see
you're
how I
gonna
continue to
piss
ask you
me
for your
off, bro.
reasonings?
You're gonna piss me off. You
I'm
don't
gonna
want me to
piss
lose
you
my
off for
temper,
asking you for your
mister.
reasons.
You don't want me to lose my temper, mister. You're
Oh,
being
dude.
a bad boy. Tell me why. Tell me why it's right though. Why is it
Oh,
okay?
fucking hell. Oh, you are a fucking
No, let me
mess.
know why it's okay though.
Oh my, are you flirting with me?
No, I'm not flirting with you,
I
bro.
think you're flirting with
No,
me.
I'm not,
I
bro.
think,
All right, bro,
Jacob,
start some shit right now, bro. We can debate. I'm the debate god right here, boy. What's up?
I'm actually
Debate.
gonna be the
Bring up your
master
little
debater.
articles, bro. But then you need to like realize, bro. There's got to be a point, like, bro. I understand what you're trying to do, bro, and I understand it. Like, I don't know if you're bored. I'm not even dissing, but bro, why is it like, bro? Why are you trying to spread that being like whatever is wrong? At the end of the day, people are gonna do what they gotta do. Whether you believe in Jesus or not, you believe like there is a
Okay,
place.
Jacob, we're gonna go ahead and just clear this up. A lot of the times of these guests come up that just make the conversation messy. They throw it off the rails
No,
because they're
no, no,
pussies.
no, no. I
So,
want.
Jacob, I asked you why being a lesbian. Stop. I asked you why being a
Oh,
lesbian
you're
is
not gonna
wrong.
cut me off, Mister. You're being a bad.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up, Jacob. Anyways, so I'm particularly asking you why being a lesbian is wrong. I'm asking you for your reasons, and you can't provide me any. You try to pivot and turn this around on me, asking me why I think being a lesbian is right. I don't think that being a lesbian is right. I also don't think it's wrong. I just think it is. I don't think that we could associate morality with our sexual orientations. It's the same as picking up a rock off the ground. It's not right. It's not wrong. It just is. So, you made the claim that it is wrong. So go ahead and provide me the reasons.
Okay, look, hey, all right. So what I want you to do though is like, I want you to say like, wait. So you're basically saying that it's okay, right?
I think that there's nothing wrong with being a lesbian. That's my claim.
Okay. So you're basically backing up the. You're basically saying that all the evidence you have is to go towards basically saying that being a lesbian is okay. Correct.
My God. Okay. Once again,
So I'm
I think if
supposed to
we're gonna,
debate why it's
if
wrong.
Jacob, if we're gonna make the claim that anything is wrong, we have to do so with good reason.
I'm such a fan
You're
of
making
you,
the
bro. You're on my For You page every day, bro. I will literally.
Bro, Jacob, I appreciate you, man. We're gonna move on to our next guest here. Make sure if we are in those guest requests that we do specifically think that being a lesbian is wrong. What a messy day, chat. What a messy day. For the 1.3 thousand people up in here, make sure that we're double tapping on that phone screen. What's up, Kai? How old are you?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I sure can. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 18.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Yeah, that shit is fucked up, dude.
Okay, so why so?
Because it goes against God, pretty much.
Oh, and what's your religion?
Christian.
So which verse of the Bible tells us that being a lesbian goes against God?
You want me to look it up?
Oh, so you don't know it? You could have said Leviticus 18:22, Leviticus 20:13, Genesis 1:19, Romans 1:24 through 32, 1 Corinthians 6-9, or 1 Timothy. But you don't actually read your Bible. You don't know
Yeah,
your
I do.
scripture.
I
You're
do.
unaware
I
of the
just,
scripture.
yeah, I don't.
But you just like to try to justify your internalized prejudice against GAY people with the use of a book that you've never fucking read, converting the entire religion in from a symbol of peace and love into a weapon of hate.
Yes, so I do know the verses. I don't have them memorized off the top of my head, bro. Like,
Okay,
it's
if you
not.
knew the verses, then when I asked you which verse, you would have been able to say it.
Yeah, I have a list on my computer. Do you want me to get it?
If you knew the verses, then you wouldn't need to reference like a written down list.
Yeah,
on
yeah. So
Google.
do you have like, yeah, so you have like these Bible verses memorized. Like, I don't have that. So,
Okay, what are the first 4 books of the New Testament?
uh, Exodus, Leviticus,
Yeah, don't try to pull
Deuteronomy.
this. Oh, the Bible has so many fucking verses. I can't memorize them all when you don't even know the first 4 books of the New Testament.
Oh,
Brother,
you said the
this,
New Testament? Oh, Matthew,
j-
Mark, Luke, John.
oh, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. There you go, Kai.
Yeah, yeah. I
You
thought
were
you said the Old
concerning me.
Testament. My foul.
So, I guess just go ahead and give me the argument. Why does being a lesbian go against God?
Yeah, it goes against his divine nature.
Against his divine nature. Okay.
Yeah.
How do we know this?
The morality prescribed in the Bible.
And how do we know that the Bible's accurate in dictating what's morally right and wrong?
Uh, just my faith.
Oh, faith. Is faith a reliable standard to dictate what's like what true and false about reality?
Yeah, for me it is.
So if I have faith that you're wrong, then this means you are actually wrong.
No.
So if you have faith that God exists, does this mean that God actually exists?
Yeah, to me.
What's the difference between me having faith that you're wrong, yet this not meaning that you're actually wrong, and you having faith that God exists, but yet this meaning that
Yeah,
God
so
actually does
if you want to
exist?
think, if you want to think that, you can think that. You're entitled to that.
Well,
You're
I
entitled
didn't
to
ask
that.
you if I'm
But
entitled to think it. I asked you if this thought of mine, if this faith of mine was prescriptive of what is actually true of the world around me.
yeah, it's prescriptively true to you.
So this is not how reality works. So if I have faith that my sister's 6'8" and she's going to school for a degree in childcare, but she's actually 5'6" and she's in med school to be a doctor, like my faith won't change those real facts
Yeah, but
about
you got
her.
you have the
So
right to believe
you
that though.
you have faith. One second, Kai. You have faith that there's a man named Jesus Christ that was the Son of God. See, that faith doesn't
Yeah,
change the real
100%.
fact that he wasn't. But now you actually can't justify your worldview. You can't convey to me why Christianity is true. You've got fucking cooked, and you've just reduced yourself down to saying that you have the right to believe that. In the same way that a white supremacist has the right to think that being black is wrong, in the same way a neo-Yahtzee has the right to think that being Jewish is wrong. In fact, can you give me the relevant distinction here?
Yeah, between a white supremacist and me.
Yes.
Yeah, so they don't have
Yes.
justification. My justification's my religion.
So, but remember, you couldn't justify your religion.
Yeah, I don't have to do that. It's like I said, it's
So,
my faith.
so you
It's true to
don't
me.
have justification for
It's
your
true to
religion.
it's true to the
So in
other
turn,
3
it's
billion
not
Christians.
justification.
Can you say that again?
Yeah. So you said the justification for your belief is your religion, but then your religion inherently is nothing more than a byproduct of your very creative imagination.
You're saying it's fake?
Yes.
Can you prove it?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Do you think that ethnic cleansing and genocide is always wrong?
For humans, yeah.
For humans, yeah.
Yep.
So the humans that genocided the Amalekites in 1 Samuel 15:3 of the Bible, they did something wrong?
No, because they were commanded from God. So
Okay, so you just contradicted yourself when you
no,
said that
they
this wasn't always true.
like I
Do you
said,
think
for
that slavery
humans,
has always been wrong?
yeah.
Okay, so you've now contradicted the command of your God because in Leviticus 25 verses 44 through 46, God says one
Yeah,
Israelite
that wasn't slavery.
can
That wasn't slavery.
would you like to read the scripture for
Yeah,
us, Kai?
that was indentured servitude. That was
Go
like
get
bond
your Bible.
servitude.
Go get your Bible.
All right, what's the verse? Is it Leviticus what? 25?
Leviticus 25 44 through 46.
Hold up.
Then also, I just want to say, I don't even need to be doing this. I'm just doing this because you're really fucking annoying. Like, anyone could conceive of any fucking belief in their own head. I could say that Stewie Griffin created the universe through temporal time loop, and when we all die, we go to Family Guy. And Stewie Griffin says that it's wrong to be a man named Kai, but yet this wouldn't give me good reason to do so. And all of the white supremacist neo-Nazis could just assume some religion or assume some faith that's only created in their own head to justify their prejudice in turn. Like, for instance, a lot of the Nazi foot soldiers in World War II thought that Hitler was some type of god or deity. And under your worldview, given your framework, they'd be justified in the persecution of Jewish individuals. But I don't even want to touch on that. I just want you to read Leviticus 25
All right,
verses
I
44
got
through
the verse right
46
here.
out loud.
All right. As for your male and female slaves whom you may have, you may acquire male and female slaves from the pagan nations that are around you. You may also acquire them from the sons of the foreign residents who reside among you and from their families who are with you.
Yeah, so what we see in Leviticus 25 is
Yeah, but
God prescribed...
look at the historicity
Can I speak?
Okay, yeah.
So in Leviticus 25, verses 44 through 46, God prescribes slavery to be morally permissible for the Israelite individuals. They could own non-Israelites as human property for the entirety of their lives, going so far as to say that when they die, their slave will be passed down as property to their children. When you reference indentured servitude in the scripture, there is, but this isn't that. In the earlier sections of Leviticus 25, God says that indentured servitude is okay between two Israelites. But slavery, chattel slavery, is only okay between an Israelite and a non-Israelite.
Yeah, so that was the law for the Israelites. So it was okay. It was okay for them. But
Okay,
it
so now you've
doesn't say-
contradicted yourself because I
No, 'cause
earlier asked you if
that's the Old
slavery was
Covenant.
always wrong, and you said yes.
Yeah, it was, unless it's commanded from God.
Okay, so you think it was wrong when God commanded this, then?
No, God is never wrong.
So then you were lying earlier when you said that slavery has always been wrong because this is a specific
wasn't
point in
lying.
history with people that it wasn't wrong for.
Okay, so slavery,
Yeah.
yes, slavery is always wrong if it's not commanded from God.
I know. I asked you if slavery has always been wrong, and you said yes.
Yeah,
but
it is.
Obviously
It has.
not. So okay,
Unless
so I'm
God
gonna go
commands.
ahead and draw out the contradiction. Hey, if God commanded you to grape an infant, would you do it?
Uh, yeah. I mean, if if I knew it was God 100%, I would say yeah. If it was 100% God, yeah, I would.
If God commanded you to sleep with a man, would you do it?
So
You'd grape an infant, but
so-
you wouldn't, dude. Get the, bro. Moving on to our next guest. I can't believe this shit. I can't believe this shit. We're gonna go ahead and, bro. Dude. Hi. How old are you?
Hi, I am 14.
All right, yeah, you got to be at least 18 to be in TikTok Live. I do appreciate you for being here. We're going to move on to our next guest. What the fuck? He started saying so. Like, he was about to say no. Bro, Jesus Christ. Hi, how old are you, Tyler?
I'm 19.
Nice. What year are you born in?
04.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong, Tyler?
I do not. I think
Awesome. I do appreciate you for coming up. Just for everyone in our guest request, make sure that we do think that being a lesbian is wrong. We are just looking for some debates today, y'all. We're going to go ahead and load up our next guest here. Let's go into what Kaylee has to say. But yeah, also, y'all, make sure that we are double tapping on that phone screen. Let's try to get up to 100K likes, y'all. What's up, Kaylee? How old are you?
I'm 19.
Nice. And do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
I do.
Okay, why so? You sound Christian.
I am.
Can you name a verse in the Christian Bible that tells us being a lesbian is wrong?
If you give me time.
No.
Yeah.
You can't. So, Kaylee, here's what I'll have you do. I need you to read Leviticus, sorry, not Exodus. I need you to read Leviticus, Genesis, Romans, Corinthians, Timothy,
Can I ask a
and then we could
question?
have the Bible discussion.
We
Yeah,
don't
sure.
need to have. We don't need to have the Bible discussion.
Okay, we don't need to. Okay, sounds good. So why is being a lesbian wrong? Also, make sure that you only use the word lesbian to reference the community. Don't say like GAY or anything else. TikTok TOS. But go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. I think being a lesbian is wrong. I don't think you're born lesbian. I think it's not even
Okay.
wrong per se. I think it can be fixed.
Really? You think that? Okay,
I
so
do.
then why can't you go? Can you go ahead and explain to me why everyone else who thought it could be fixed and opened up conversion therapies through like this 1960s and early 2010s, such as Exodus International, ended up like not being effective at all, and the owners of these organizations were self-proclaimed ex-GAY men that later shut down their therapies and said that they didn't work and they were still GAY themselves?
Okay, but we don't have to go through all the like torturism and all that stuff. We can just talk. I feel like a lot of lesbians have a lot of trauma.
No. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what makes someone a lesbian. It's not trauma. It's not decision. It's not the devil. It's literally like your natural predispositions and your genome and your anatomy and your biology.
I
Like
truly
JY men have larger interior commissures on average than straight men. Source being the Netherlands Institute of Brain Research. GAY men have different traits in their hypothalamus, associations on their genetic code, the XQ23 chromosome. This doesn't have to do with trauma, the devil, or society, or the liberals.
in
Just
my
damn liberals. It's
experience,
just biology.
when I was with women, I wasn't like experiencing the devil to the fullest. So I turned to God and it changed my life. And being straight is being part of God. And I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, Kaylee. So this is a mess. Let's unpack this. So you're saying here that you used to be lesbian, but now you've turned straight. Would you still say that you're attracted to women?
No,
So you used to be, but you're no longer attracted to women.
correct.
So you think that you could choose your attractions?
I don't think you can choose. I think I was led down a wrong path.
Okay, so you can't choose your attractions. And you think that like trauma causes this? Can I ask you a quick question here? What trauma caused like the 3,000 animal species apart from humans to be like GAY and lesbian?
Can they talk?
Can they talk?
Yeah. Can they explain that to you? Like, you see dogs around being gay, but
Don't say that. Damn, she got removed quick. Oh my god. Y'all see how she said GAY and then got insta booted? There wasn't a fucking second to spare. There wasn't a second to spare. I'm telling y'all, everyone that's coming up here, don't say that word. You will lose access to your account, bro. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next guest here, y'all. Make sure if we are in those guest requests that we do think that being a lesbian is wrong. If you particularly want to support me, my Venmo as well as my PayPal or my bio, I get 100% of the proceeds over those platforms. What's up? How old are you?
Shut your ass up, faggot.
Okay, well, that's really embarrassing. I wish that you weren't a fetus so I could actually, like, decompress that, all right? And embarrass the fuck out of you. Unfortunate you're a little baby. Hi, how old are you?
22.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Are you trolling?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye. We're going to go to move on to our next guest here, y'all. Make sure if we are in those guest requests that we're at least 18 years old and that we do think that being a lesbian is wrong. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
And what year were you born in?
Let's count here.
Hey, yeah, you're not a 19-year-old. Get the fuck out of here. I have no interest in talking to literal fetuses, right? Like, you can't be up here unless you have the right to vote. Like, you can't be up here. What's up? How old are you?
20.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
So I want to say I feel like if you're under a certain age, and before you cook me, I will say I've been listening and you're a genius and super brilliant and all that. So I'm actually only arguing with you to try to maybe see like a other perspective. But I feel like if you're like under 13 or 12, I feel like you shouldn't be like, oh, I'm lesbian until you actually know. I know a lot of friends and actually a couple of ex-girlfriends that were like lesbian when they were younger and then eventually became straight. So I feel like, you can be lesbian and there's nothing wrong with it if you're old enough to know. But if you're a kid and you're saying you're lesbian, do you disagree that, you shouldn't be calling that out that young?
Okay. I remember being 12 years old and like having my first like middle school girlfriend. And I called myself straight. Was that wrong for me to do?
Of course not. But all the girls that I know that did say they were lesbian all ended
So
up.
just real quick here.
Yeah.
What's the relevant distinction that makes it wrong to call yourself like lesbian or gay in middle school, but not
I
wrong to
don't.
call yourself straight?
Well, I don't. I'm just saying specifically
And
the.
also, I just want to point out, I know so many people who called themselves straight in middle school that ended up being bi, lesbian, or gay. Like,
Dude,
dude,
I'm like
growing
grinning right
up,
now because you're
learning
actually
more
right.
about your attractions, learning more about like who you want to be with romantically, who you
Yeah.
want to engage in intercourse with. That's a learning process. And it doesn't matter if you're lesbian, it doesn't matter if you're gay, it doesn't matter if you're straight. You have to go through this learning process of understanding your attractions and growing up to like be able to fully recognize and understand what your sexual orientation is.
I can't even disagree. I'm gonna use that next time someone argues with me about it.
Well, I appreciate you for coming up, Zachariah.
Have a good day.
You as well. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest here, y'all. Make sure if we are in those guest requests, we specifically do think that being a lesbian is wrong. Let's go ahead and see what Reed has to say here, y'all. Alrighty, moving on to our next guest, y'all. W guest, what's up? How old are you?
Hello, I'm 19,
19, very nice. And what year were you born in?
2004.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong, Reed?
It like back what the other guy was saying, like if you're like in middle school, you shouldn't be saying you are.
Okay, dude, that was the first time I've literally ever heard that argument, and then you just fucking parroted him. I've been running this topic for months. You just parroted that last guy's argument because you didn't know what the fuck you wanted to say. What's up, Emma? How old are you?
22.
Nice. And do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
No, I do not.
Okay, nice, Emma. So, guys, if we're in those guest requests, make sure that we do indeed think it's wrong. We are just looking for some debates here today. Bro, like, literally, dude, that guy was fucking grasping. He didn't have an argument. He just ran the last guys. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
19. Yeah, do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Well, I don't support them faggot ass bitches.
All right, Rylan. So this is what we're gonna do. Unfortunately, you don't have any like social media in your bio. I wish that like TikTok wouldn't ban me when they slur like that, so I could just run them through the game show and make everyone laugh at them. But now I gotta kick them. Like literally, such an L on TikTok. I want to publicly embarrass them, but I can't because I have to kick them because of TOS. What's up? How old are you?
Bitch ass nigga.
Oh.
You a hoe nigga.
You are a fucking 16-year-old white boy, sub 75 room temp IQ, up here saying the N-word? Brother, and look at your fucking haircut, too. Is that a fucking Timu wig? You get that fade with a pair of crayon scissors in your phone camera? Just shaving away in your high school bathroom because some girl said your hair looked like shit? Giving yourself that skin fade? Get the fuck out of here. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our next guest. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest has to say. Oh, this guy's a real just ball of light. This guy right here is real happy. How we doing?
The biggest cuck there is. How you doing, bro?
Oh, and the
Big
biggest
dicks you
fucking
suck today, Dean.
dumb
How many dicks you suck today, Dean?
So anyways, this guy's a fucking angry old man. So Fire Rises, here's the truth of it. I'm smarter than you, I'm better than you, I'm stronger than you, I'm more successful than you. I have better family than you, I have better friends than you, I have better relationships than you, I have better test scores than you, better grades than you, better academic history than you. Right? I'm at a better spot in my life. I style myself better. I have a better haircut. Right? I live in a better town. I drive a better car. Right? I own, like, you are a fucking mess. I've talked to you so many times before, and every single time you've embarrassed the hell out of yourself. So get a fucking grip. Someone said, "What do you mean better car?" I'll take that one. So get a fucking grip and go ahead and give me a reason why being a lesbian is wrong. Unmute your mic. Okay, bro, we got Boomer over here. He doesn't know how to unmute his mic. Put those fucking reading glasses on. All right, start squinting. Click on your profile picture and click the mic icon. Click the picture of your face in the bottom right-hand corner, and click the icon of the mic. Oh, bro, dude, he probably like has his fucking like system font size set up to like 150. I don't know how you can't see this shit. He's probably raging. He's probably screaming right now. He can't even hear me. I guess we just have to move on to our next guest here. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest has to say. Everyone just give us a moment. All right. Well, I mean, Mr. Boomer, feel free to hop back in the guest request. I'd love to have further discussion with you. Hi, how old are you?
I am 38.
Nice, Cole. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Yes.
Okay, why so?
Well, honestly, one, morally, I think, and I know you're gonna roast me, Dean. I love watching you live, dude. You're really good at what you do, man.
I appreciate you for that love. Morgan, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Morgan.
I will say morally, yes, and confusion. So honestly, I think that lately I've been seeing a lot of this shit on TV about children being indoctrinated into what their parents want over what their decision was, and I've just seen a lot more of that. Now, don't get me wrong. I actually had a cousin.
How do you explain the lesbian children of like Catholic and Christian parents?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of the parents, instead of raising your son,
It's because like socialization, parenting, or beliefs held by the parents don't affect your sexual attraction.
No, it's more. I think it's more of like how you teach your child. Obviously, if I have a son,
hey, Cole,
I'm not gonna let him play with Barbies and wear
you're-
dresses and stuff.
Okay.
I think it starts with the childhood.
Okay, hey, yeah, can you teach your son to have different shapes and sizes in their brain?
No, obviously not.
So then can you explain why GAY men have different sizes of their interior commissure, which is a nerve lining between the hemispheres of the brain? Can you explain how GAY men have different attributes of the AI and AH3 subsection of the hypothalamus, such as different dendritic densities, different neuronic substructures, levels of neurohormones such as FSH? Can you explain the associations on the genetic code such as the XQ23 chromosome? Because if this is all like taught, if this is, all through the socialization and upbringing of our youth, well then how can you explain like the biological predispositions and differences in the anatomy of like a straight man in comparison to a GAY one?
Well, honestly, I'm not a doctor, Dean, so you obviously do know your...
Right. You're making my views go down. Plus, you had a lot of background noise. And you got me a flag. Okay.
Yo, what's good?
What's up? How old are you?
19.
Nice. What year were you born in?
2002.
Okay. So what is 19 plus 2? Okay, he realized that he named the wrong year. We're gonna move on to Mr. Rager. All right, let's go and get him up here. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 21.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Do you?
No, I don't.
Why?
Because I don't think that there'd be any reason for it to be considered wrong. Can you give me that reason?
Yeah, because my balls are too deep in your throat, you dyke ass bitch.
I think it's like 1 second, Rachel. Actually, hear me out here. I gotta you're gonna fucking kick you after this for the slur, but don't you think it's so funny? Like you as a homophobe come up here to talk shit on me by saying that you're gonna put your balls in my mouth. Like, isn't that just like antithetical to your whole approach here? Like, I'm over here saying that being GAY isn't wrong. And you obviously disagree with me, so you come up here and you're gonna tell me that you're gonna put your balls in my mouth? Crazy work. Crazy fucking work. Yeah, that happens all too frequently. These straight men come up here and they're so homophobic. They're like, "No, suck my dick, you, dude." Hi, how old are you?
Oh shoot, I didn't even realize I was on here. I'm 24.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
No, I am a lesbian.
W guess. W guess. We're gonna go to move on to our next guess. All right, we're gonna go to move on to our next guest. You should reset with a flag. Yeah, we should. What's up, everyone? Welcome back into the live. So, for everyone asking if we restarted, no, we actually got banned on the second account for 24 hours. Real shitty. Yeah, we're just getting banned on every account. Fuck that, right? What's going on, Charlotte? What's up, Ash? Something must be going on with TikTok. Exactly what I'm saying. But welcome in, everyone. I appreciate y'all for being here. We're actually going to try to do some Trump lives, some Trump debates now. So for everyone coming up in here, Trump was. if you're gonna be voting for Trump, make sure to hop in those guest requests, ladies and gentlemen. We're just looking to debate some individuals that are. So. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for being in here. Y'all, if you could please help me out here by double tapping on that phone screen and sharing this live out to a couple of friends. It's definitely going to kind of take a minute here to kind of get in the For You page and whatnot. So let's definitely try our best to get that going. Yeah, I haven't seen you do the Trump topic yet. This is cool. I've ran it like once or twice. It's getting like more and more entertaining for me to discuss. But anyways, y'all, if you are going to be voting for Trump, hop the fuck in the guest request. I guess I'll go to make my position quite clear. So I actually don't think that there's a single articulatable reason insofar as why someone would be voting for Trump over Biden. I think that Trump loses in literally all categories. Trump has terrible character qualities. Trump has bad foreign policy. Trump doesn't have good domestic policy either, right? And at the end of the day, I think that in order to support Donald Trump, you simply have to deny reality. You have to contort and conform the world around you with all of these delusions in order to find good reason to vote for Trump. And I hope that I'm able to kind of expose that to you all today. We'll go ahead and see what they have to say. What's up? Are you going to be voting for Trump in November?
Probably. It's either him or RFK, but probably, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, why are you going to be voting for Trump over Biden?
Because he has a lot better foreign policies. He has a lot better border control. He does a lot better with the regulations and helping Americans put money in their pocket and that sort of thing.
So, off the bat, when we're talking about foreign policy, I don't think that we'd be able to give this upper hand to Trump. I mean, I think that the way that Trump has, came out and supported the IDF, has supported Israel, saying that Biden is not doing enough for Israel, is a very good example of his poor foreign policy, right? I mean, he supports genocide. That's it, point blank, period. Would you be able to give me an example of like any other like foreign policy in which he would have like enacted during his 4-year term that you'd make you say he has good foreign policy?
Yeah. So one of and there's a bunch of them. I have a bunch of them I could rattle off to you, which leads me to trust him a lot more than Joe Biden. For example, there was that he was doing a speech in front of some world leaders and everybody kind of laughed at him. I mean, obviously everybody remembers that. And what he was saying is why is Germany, who's a part of NATO, buying oil from Russia? We need to stop that. And then told I don't remember what the lady's name was in Germany, stop buying oil from Russia or we're not going to protect you. So when they stopped buying oil from Russia, Russia didn't have the means to invade other countries like they did when Bush was president, whenever Obama was president, now while Biden is president. When Biden came into office, he ex-nayed all of that, which gave Russia the kind of money they needed to invade someone like Ukraine. So that was a fantastic foreign policy, and it saved a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to actually look into that because if what you're saying is true, then I think that would be a good example of good foreign policy of Trump's. But I just don't know anything about that. So how about this? I'll tell you that I'm able to look into that and get back to you because I think if that's true, that's a good point.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look into and I haven't really read a whole lot into the Israel thing that's been going on. I honestly have been so busy with work, I haven't even really had a chance. But let me just give you one more thing that I like about Donald Trump and his foreign policy. To me, when you have an enemy, okay, when you have someone who's threatening you, especially when it comes to violence or wanting to be violent, the very best thing you can do is figure out a way to negotiate before that happens. And he literally stepped foot in North Korea.
And left empty-handed.
No. He didn't leave. They stopped throwing missiles over the top of Japan. They stopped with as long as you have open conversations with your enemy, then you can save people's lives.
He stepped foot in North Korea to try to get them to sign a deal to give up their nukes, and the deal never got signed. It was a failure. And then he turned around and called Kim Jong Un
Would you
Rocket
say
Man.
did he not after that? He did it before that. Now, one of the things that I'll say though is it better to have negotiations or is it better to be threatening?
Is it better to have negotiations that fail than turn around and call this dictator
That doesn't
Rocket
answer
Man?
the question, man. Even though they failed, it's better to negotiate, right?
I wouldn't say that like negotiations with Kim Jong Un that failed than him getting emotional and turning around and calling him Rocket Man would probably be a net
He didn't
benefit.
turn
in
around and
comparison.
do that. He didn't. He did
Absolutely.
that
He
before.
called him Rocket Man before and after.
Well, he used to call it that all the time. But it is a lot better to do negotiations. It's a lot better to negotiate. Whether they win or lose, it's better to negotiate before throwing the threats and the.
I mean, I think I'd be willing to like give Trump a little bit of credit on this point if like the negotiations were successful. Like maybe we could say that like Trump could have done something good there, but he just simply failed in doing so, which makes me just think it was a
what
waste
has
of time and nothing more than a
Biden
photo op.
done with that since he's been in there? I mean, think about what's going on with China right now. Think about what's going on with Russia right now. Unfortunately, what's going on to those poor people, and I don't know much about what's going on either side. No one deserves to die. No one deserves a genocide. Palestine.
Okay, so then why does Trump support genocide?
Explain that to me. Let me hear what you're saying. Because like I said, I don't know what I've ever heard that he was for any type of genocide.
Yeah, so Trump is like pro-Israel in the sense that he thinks that he's the most pro-Israel president ever and that he's going to do much more for Israel than Biden is currently doing. But when we look at the massacre that Israel's committing onto the Palestinian people, with like the official Israel like government making statements like there are no innocent civilians in Gaza, and then them saying that they're essentially all terrorists and bad people that deserve to die. This would sufficiently meet my conditions, and insofar as what I'd consider like genocide.
It's
saying
very
that there's no innocent citizens in Gaza, strategically cutting off food and water trade routes, dropping leaflets telling people, the civilians, to go to certain places, then bombing those places, having multiple mistakes where they are bombing like the vehicles, caravans, and innocent civilians of Gaza. Like this is genocide. And for him to say that he's going to be more pro-Israel than any other president ever, and that Biden's not doing enough is poor. It's terrible.
Has Donald Trump come out and said these words before? Okay.
Yes. Donald Trump has come up and said that he's the most pro-Israel president ever.
Right. Let me say what I'm going to say though. Did he say, I have a plan to stop what's going on in Russia and Ukraine inside of 24 hours because I want people to stop dying?
I think he did say that he had a plan to stop that, but I don't know if I trust that. He said he had a plan for the infrastructure bill, but that never got done.
I know. There's a trust issue with a lot. Half the country. I get that. But he also has said that I want people to stop dying in Israel and Palestine too. He wants to come over there and it all to stop.
Trump has specifically said that he wants Israel to finish what they started. What they started was a genocide. So what does that mean to finish?
I've never heard
a
that
genocide?
before.
I'll look that up.
I've never heard him actually say finish them off. What I've heard him say is, I want people to stop dying. That's what I've heard him say.
Yeah. So this is coming from April 4th, 2024. Trump says Israel needs to finish what they started. Let's see. Yeah, former President Donald Trump said that Israel needs to finish what they started and get over with it fast.
What source is this?
So I mean, these are going to be particular quotations just from the first link that I clicked on.
Oh, so this is a quote. He quoted saying this.
Yeah. So like the source doesn't matter.
Somebody heard him say it, and
he's quoted
saying these things.
Yeah, so I mean, like this is coming from CNN, so I'm sure I could scroll down and find a really like left-loaded opinion on his statements.
Well,
but,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm more so just going over the quotations.
Ask those questions because a lot of times a good example, and I don't know if he said it or not, but whenever people say that he said that veterans are suckers and losers, well, he still denies that he ever said that, and that came from someone else. There's no actual quote from him
Yeah,
saying
we have these quotes on CNN. We have these quotes
right.
on AP News, Al Jazeera. Jazeera. We have Forbes, Politico. The New York Times, ABC.
For that quote you're just talking about.
Yeah, for the same one, the same quote.
Yeah, no, I'm not again, and there are some things that Trump did that I don't like that you would probably be like, why didn't you like it? But that's why I'm leaning towards RFK Jr. The only thing that I do like about Donald Trump is he has said the words. He said it on CNN. I don't think in terms of winning and losing. I think in terms of I want people to stop dying, which is what I want. I don't want wars in the world. I don't want us to
Forbes. Sorry, Jack.
I don't want us to be involved. I don't want other countries to be involved. And if we have somebody that's good enough to negotiate with these people to get them to knock it off, then that to me is a lot better than what Biden is doing right now. I don't think Biden has the ability to negotiate with these leaders.
Okay, so yeah, you're saying that we shouldn't be getting involved, and I think you particularly reference this as us supporting Ukraine, right?
Who's this? What's that?
I mean, did you reference that Biden's doing something wrong by supporting Ukraine? Is that what you said?
No. I don't think Biden can get Vladimir Putin on the phone and tell him, hey, if you don't knock this shit off, this is what we're gonna do. I don't think he can get Zelensky on the phone with the same kind. I think Donald Trump has the ability to get them both on the phone and say, whatever's going on over there, figure it out. I better not see another gun shot.
Can you give me any reason to believe this?
They never invaded while Trump was in office.
Yeah, but I don't think the lack of an invasion would say that Trump caused this to be the case.
Well,
I think this is more so just. I think that this is more so just going to be. One second. I think that this is more so just going to be a correlation, right?
But he prevented it. Trump prevented
it. How so?
You
said something about
the oil. So that Russia wouldn't get rich. Russia got rich under Joe Biden.
Yeah. Can you give me the specific policy here?
So it wasn't a policy. It was he went and told Germany. He literally, you remember that they were sitting at the desk, all of those world leaders, they were sitting at that table, and Trump is sitting at that table. And there's a photo of the leader of Germany who's pissed off looking at Trump. And it's because Trump is calling her out. Why are you taking oil from Russia? You could buy oil from us. You could buy oil from, why are you making Russia rich? So she stopped because he literally told her, if you don't stop doing this, I'm not going to protect you from Russia. I'm not going to help you. So stop making Russia rich and then asking me to protect you from Russia, who's obviously trying to take over Europe or whatever's going on over there. Why?
Yeah, can you give me any evidence of this?
And then now, whenever Joe Biden got in office, he opened up that pipeline. There's two of them, Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2. When Trump got in there, he didn't shut it off because he doesn't have the ability to do that. But he literally told Germany, we're not taking.
Can you give me any evidence of this?
What's that?
Yeah, could you give me any evidence of Trump, getting the Germany's leader to do this?
Yeah, it's all over the news.
Lena, thank you so much for the draft. I appreciate you for the love. Thank you so much. Can you go find it for me?
Followers. So if I click off of this, I could probably send. But I honestly take a moment and look that up about the Germany and the conversations that they had. It's
how about you
Trump had with Germany?
You could go to Google and find a source while you're
okay. Hang on just a second.
While he's doing that, chat, make sure that we're double tapping. I think that we are going to go ahead and try restart after this. So fucked, bro. So yeah, the second account got banned for a day. We're doing all right on there. We had 1.2K. Now we're on to the third account that we haven't touched in ages, bro. No guest requests either. So we're going to go ahead and try to switch the topic up after this. Do a little bit of a restart. No, it got banned? Yeah, it got banned. Oh, okay. He just left. Sounds good. Well, we're going to go ahead and try a little bit of a restart out here. We're going to go over to why he's being lesbian wrong. So to the 520 people in here, make sure to come back, y'all. I'll see you on why do you think... How old are you?
I just want to say keep up your content. That's all of it.
Appreciate you for the love. Guys, we are really just looking for some debates. Please just mind my words and respect my boundaries. For the first 420 people in here, guys, just be a little bit patient and bear with us here. It kind of takes a minute or two to get our first debate of the night going. Maybe while we are waiting on those guest requests to start to fill up, I'll go over my position. Thank you for the hand art. So I actually don't think that there's anything wrong with being a lesbian. I don't think that there's any clear articulatable reason insofar as why anyone could say that. In fact, I think that the only people that say being a lesbian is wrong, it's born out of prejudice. It's born out of hatred. It's born out of homophobia. And there's no clear reason to substantiate it. And I guess I'm going to try to expose this to everyone in the live here today by pulling up these people who do think it's wrong and showing y'all how they don't have any reason. So what's up? Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
No.
Okay, get the fuck out of here. So if you are one of the 560 people watching and you do think that being a lesbian is wrong, make sure to hop in those guest requests. But just be patient, bear with us here because we are on one of our alt accounts and it probably will take a minute to get our first debate going. But also, y'all, I'm going to send out a quick poll in that chat. Just help me kind of flood everything here, y'all. What's up? How old are you?
Hello?
Hey, what's up? What is your age?
18,
Nice.
2004, June 1st.
Okay. So you're lying about your age. You cannot be 18 and be born in 2004. Moving on to our next guest here. Everyone just give us a moment. Give us a moment. It's wrong because God, real, so real planet. So real. What's up? How old are you?
Hey, Dean, I'm 39.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong, sir?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not sure. It's like more of an age thing, I guess. Like, for instance,
Okay, I do appreciate you for coming up. However, we are just specifically looking to talk to people who are sure that it is wrong. That's just kind of the conviction that you'll need for a debate. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 36.
Get the fuck out of here. Moving on to our next guest. All right, let's go ahead and see what they have to say. Full sentences to boost. Never heard that argument before today, but I heard it 3 times already. What's up? How old are you?
32.
Nice. And do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Yes.
Okay, why so?
It's against my beliefs.
Okay, well, no shit.
The way I believe is a woman should not be with another woman.
I know. I understand that you believe that. I'm asking you why.
Why?
Yes.
Because it's wrong. It's an abomination.
Oh, are you a Christian?
Yes.
So the verse that calls it an abomination is Leviticus 18:22. So just to make sure, you do think that book of the Bible is accurate in telling us what's good and bad?
Yes.
So in Leviticus 25 verse 44, when it says that slavery is good, I mean, that's also an accurate moral prescription?
Well, slavery was around before African Americans were involved in it.
Yeah, so we're actually not talking about the Americans like in the last couple hundred years. We're talking about the ancient. We're talking about the ancient Israelites here. Like here's my point. I'll try to like clear it up. So you're saying that there's this thing called the Bible, and this Bible is accurate in telling us what's good and bad.
What do you mean?
So
You don't believe in the Bible? Is that what you're telling me?
that is what I'm telling you. Yeah.
You're an atheist.
Yeah, I am.
So do you believe in the devil?
No.
So how do you believe that you were on this earth then if you don't believe in God or any of that? So what gives you the right to be on this planet?
So, I mean, I feel like I could go through like naturalist theories of abiogenesis, life coming from non-life, like nebular theory and protoplanet formation to explain the conception of the universe, the Big Bang. Yes, I have a mom and dad.
Okay. Well, your mom is the reason you're on this planet and your dad. Because if it wasn't for a man and a woman, we would not be here.
Okay, so yeah, essentially what you're saying here is if my mom was a lesbian, I wouldn't be here, and this is why being a lesbian is wrong. I have a question. Do you think that infertility is wrong?
It all depends on what you mean by infertility.
So infertility is just a lack of a natural ability to be able to reproduce. So do you think that's like morally wrong?
If you can't have a kid and you are not meant to have a kid, you could adopt so many millions of kids in this country that we live in right now.
So real. I'm gonna go there. All these infertile women should be adopting millions and millions and millions of kids. That's just not the question that I asked you. I asked you if it's wrong to be infertile.
Well, it's not for us as men to say anything about that.
Then why would it be for us as men to say that being a lesbian is wrong?
Because it is wrong.
Okay. You know what? I think that you've obviously intellectually outclassed me. I'm just gonna go ahead and concede and move on to the next guest. So, everyone, just give us a minute here. What's up? How old are you?
I just turned 19.
19. Sweet. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Actually, I don't.
Nice.
But I would like to say.
We are just particularly looking for people that do think that being a lesbian is wrong here, folks. We are just looking for some debates. We're gonna move on to our next guest. Bro gave up. Bro did give up. Let's go to see what Annie has to say. Bro, she mocked you, I fear. Yeah, they destroyed me, chat. For the 700 people watching, if you think being a lesbian is wrong, hop in this guest request. What's up? How old are you? Dude, that's crazy. Full blast too? Wild. Moving on to our next guest. What's up? How old are you?
You're a faggot.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna go ahead and do, Mike. Hop back in the guest requests. I have to kick you after you say that. Hop back in the guest requests. And we wait and we wait and we wait. You've been waiting in there. Okay, is he back? Oh, he is back. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Mike. You came back. Okay, so I'm so surprised you came back. You did this to yourself. We're gonna go ahead and play a little bit of a game show here. So if you leave, if you run away, yeah, people are gonna absolutely destroy you in the chat. They're gonna point at you and they're gonna laugh their fucking ass off because you're a runner. But here's the game show! So I want you to go ahead and name one single reason why being a lesbian is wrong. You are obviously an emotional man, you don't have your thinking cap on, and your big boy pants are on the floor. So what I need you to do is I need you to lock in, put those big boy pants on, put that thinking cap on top of your head, turn that Kelvin room temp IQ a little bit up, right? We need to warm it up in here, and I need you to give me a clear, articulatable reason why being a lesbian is wrong. I'm led to believe that you're an emotional man. You don't operate on reason, logic, or fact. You more so just operate on your own emotion, your own biases, and your own prejudice, and you couldn't give me a reason. I want you to prove me fucking wrong here. So my predictions are, when I unmute you and ask you for your reason, you're just going to say the F slur again, you're going to be mean, or you're going to leave, right? Or you're not going to answer. I want you to prove me wrong by actually clearly articulating a reason why being a lesbian is wrong. Surpass my expectations!
I'm gonna headbutt you in between the eyes, mate.
God, Mike, you're a fucking animal. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, what the fuck? Is this a member of a society? Is this a real person? Get the fuck out of my life. Headbutt. I don't like what you say, so slur and
I would
headbutt.
say you ate him up, though. You ate the Mike person up.
W. Braden! W. Braden! We ate him up. W. Braden in that chat. We're going to go to move on to our next guest here. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say here, ladies and gentlemen. We are just looking for some debates. If you're one of 800 people in here and you think being a lesbian is wrong, hop in those guest requests. What the fuck is good? Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Yeah, what's up, Dean?
What's up? Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Yeah.
Do you think that the earth is flat?
For your life, I'm gonna just say no this time, Dean.
No, you do think the earth is flat. Do you think that gravity isn't real and the force in which keeps our feet held to the ground is like static electricity?
They're just my beliefs. Yeah, I don't believe in gravity.
Okay, yeah. So why do you think being a lesbian is wrong?
I mean, you understand the two spectrums. You can't create the baby. How are you gonna make life? Like,
So true. Do you think it's like morally wrong for me to marry a woman that's infertile?
to marry a woman that's infertile. That's based on your concept of marriage. The concept of marriage is different for people.
So is this a yes or a no?
No, because my concept of marriage is becoming one flesh with somebody, like physically having.
So here's the thing, though. You said being a lesbian is wrong because the two spectrums, don't even know why you use that word, can't have offspring. But if I marry a woman that's infertile, we can't have kids either, yet you don't think it's wrong. This is a contradiction in your worldview.
Oh, that's because of, problems health problems. That's not because of just, gender problems. We're just speaking about gender. That's a whole different problem.
So the reason I can't procreate with an infertile woman is definitely different than the reason that two women can't procreate with one another. But all that's relevant here is that in both scenarios, when the two parties engage in intercourse, they can't reproduce from it. So, given this is true, why would you say that it's particularly wrong for two women to be together for the reason that they can't have kids, but it's not wrong for me to be with a woman that's infertile, regardless of the idea that we can't have kids?
Because not most women are infertile.
Not most women are lesbian.
You're right. But again, you can, if you choose a woman, right, there's a greater chance that she's not infertile, right? So, but if you know she's lesbian, you know you can't. If you're lesbian, you know you're going with a woman.
Okay, well, I mean, like, first of all, here, if a lesbian woman is on the prowl, if she's going out in public looking for a partner, there is a greater chance that any woman that she'd approach would be straight. But I don't see how this is relevant because at the end of the day, lesbians are going to find lesbians in the same way. If I was trying to find an infertile woman, I would find an infertile woman, right? Like it's just particularly like these two subdivisions of these.
Wait, so you're saying you would be
relationships.
looking for an infertile woman? Like you could how would you do that?
Well, I mean, if I'm over the age of 55, like all women, once they get through menopause, become. I don't really want to be live at all. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really want to be live at all right now, bro. Holy crap. Ah, man. What's up, Yazan? Log off. We'll try to stream for a little bit. For everyone coming up in here, I appreciate y'all for being here. We're going to go ahead and hop right back into the debates, y'all. So if you do think that being a lesbian is wrong, make sure to hop in those guest requests, guys. And also make sure that we are double tapping on those phone screens as well and sharing out this live to a couple friends. So for everyone coming up in here, I appreciate y'all for being here. It typically, Joe, I appreciate you for the hand arts. It typically kind of takes us a minute to get our first guest requests in of the night. So everyone just kind of give us a moment here. But what's up, Tammy? What's going on? It's not wrong. Personal preference. W. Q&A, would that be more chill? Yeah, we could do a Q&A here in a bit. Definitely. What's up, Blaze? How we doing? What's up, Kanoa? I appreciate you for the follow. Take a break sometime. Yeah, I could really use a break right now. What's up, Kayla? Hope you're well. All right, we have 2 guest requests here. So night up, y'all. Let's go ahead and see what they have to say. What's up? How old are you?
I just want to say that you're the best ever.
Yo, W fetus. Yeah, I gotta kick you because you're a baby, but W fetus. So, y'all, we are just specifically looking for people to have these conversations with. But this is like my 4th account, and I'm sure that all 432 of you guys watching the live are probably like a close follower of me and my content, and you don't disagree. So, it may kind of take a moment to get the debates going. So, just kind of be patient and bear with us there. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest of the night has to say. What's up? How do you? All right, automatically leaving. Moving on here. Let's go to move on to my focus. RS, everyone just give us a moment. I appreciate you for the rose. Just be patient, bear with us here while we get our first debate going. What's up? How do you?
I'm 20.
Nice. Yeah. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Why so?
It leaves less girls for me.
Well, I mean, there wasn't many for you in the first place, so why would this be of concern?
Is there any for you?
Is there any for me? Yes.
Well, because you look gay to me.
Okay. Is this just a personal insult because you're mad because you don't have any women?
Yeah, you little faggot. No.
I mean, first of all, it's like I can't even believe that you'd use like being GAY as like an insult. Like I don't understand what's wrong with that. In fact, I would say that GAY men typically would hold themselves to higher standards and be better than straight men. Then of course the slur in the background, that was crazy. What's up? How old are you?
I'm 15.
Nice. You got to be at least 18. Moving on here. Let's go and see what Frida Realist has to say. Everyone just give us a minute here. What's up? How old are you?
Why are you so sus? Why are you so sus?
Do you have an argument why being a lesbian is wrong? Nope, they don't. Moving on to our next guest here. We are just speed running through our guests trying to find a debate. Everyone just give us a moment. Well, everyone joining us here, welcome into the 3rd account. Yeah, so we have a ban on the 2nd account, and I can't touch the main for debates anymore. So this is our first stream trying to figure things out here on the 3rd account. If you're swiping through, welcome in, y'all. We did just kind of start. So I appreciate y'all for being here. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next guest here. Let's go and see what Harvey Elliott has to say. What's up, Harvey? Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong? Bro, I'm going to start banning these people. You know what, Harvey? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, Harvey. Fuck you. That's right. I'm going to start speaking my mind. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Hell no.
Raptured. Moving on to our next guest here. Let's go and see what I Love Isaiah has to say. We're going to move on to our next guest here. All right. Our next guest is loading in. Everyone just give us a moment. Okay. Hi, how old are you? Raptured! Get the fuck out of here! Yeah! I'm going fucking crazy, dude. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Nice. Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Yes.
Okay, why so?
They can't have kids.
Lesbians can and do have kids through IVF and surrogacy all the time.
Just not naturally.
So you're saying that they can't have kids from intercourse with their partner, and that's why it's wrong. Is it wrong for me to
I'm
engage in
trolling,
intercourse?
dude. I'm on your side.
Moving on to our next guest, Tony. Everyone just bear with us. This is so fucking annoying. We're just gonna do a Q&A, bro. I don't have the patience for this. Hi, how old are you?
28.
Do you think that being a lesbian is wrong?
Hell nah.
Okay. I mean, based, but that's pretty fucking annoying. I can't do it today. We're gonna do a Q&A. I can't, bro. I don't have the energy. You know. I barely had the energy just to come on at all, but holy fuck, bro. On the bright side, guys, I'm finally back from Vegas. So I was stuck in Vegas for 4 days. And I'm finally back. But I am really tired today. You know, I really wanted to stream extra long today because I haven't really been able to stream over the past couple days, but I think I just need to take another day off. I'm really tired from the trip. My bags are still like packed because the first thing I did this morning when I woke up was I went live, so yeah, I gotta go like clean my car and everything. So I'm gonna go do that now. I'm gonna take a rest day, get back into the groove of everything. Plus I really miss my girlfriend, so I love you guys. Maybe I could try to do a little bit of a live later tonight, but I'll definitely be getting back into that, routine tomorrow. I love y'all. I hope that you guys have a good rest of your night. Bye, guys.
Between 10 to 12 hours every single day. And as you guys can imagine, all of that sitting was not good for my health. And I ended up developing some pretty nasty health issues. The first thing I noticed was bad swelling on my left leg.